The new album, let's just get right into it. What's the name of the new album?
Okay, it's entitled Paper Trail, comes out September 30th. Put a lot of work into it, looking forward to the release. The first album since my first album that I've actually put pen to paper traditionally.
Oh, okay, so you're saying that before you kind of went off of the head?
Yeah.
Okay, was there a reason why you did it like that in the previous album?
I got tired of losing rap tablets.
Okay,
Yeah.
So you just went off of the head.
Yeah.
So you sat down and wrote this. Was this written during the time where you on house arrest and you just had time to just sit there and write?
Before, during, and after.
Okay.
The concept, and I started, the first couple songs were recorded before.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so this album, what are you exactly trying to say? We know you've been through a whirlwind of stuff the last year.
You say, what am I trying to say?
Well, what are you saying? If you're not,
It's just, you know, it's just a reflection of where I am and how I'm getting through it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm just...
Has your content changed? Because it seems like in some of the songs, it's kind of like you almost in reflection mode, like
to a
you're
certain
kind of,
degree.
you know, summing up a lot of the stuff that you've been through. Like
to a certain degree.
Is the aggression level down, or like, you know what I'm saying? Because we just went through T.I. versus Tip.
Yeah,
like,
aggression
the
levels.
difference between that album and this one.
I mean, that represented that period of my life.
Mm-hmm.
This represents this period of my life. Yeah, I think the aggression level will probably be down soon.
Okay. Is this a more personal album, like less features and more you?
All my albums are personal.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like as far as features, I have my share. I have my share of features. You know,
but the album is not predicated on who's on it.
Nah,
right?
nah. The album is about the album and the, you know, and the body of work.
Right.
Yeah.
And like, how are you feeling about your career at this point?
I'm cool. I'm good.
Is there any goals that you're looking to achieve with this album, or are you just I gotta get this off my chest? Like,
I mean, man, it's just, you know, it's good to be back in full action. You know, presenting another project to the world.
Okay. All right, let's get into some of the recent stuff.
Okay.
I saw something on the internet the other day. It seems like you and Luda actually got a joint together.
Yeah.
Now, we know we saw the footage of you guys actually performing when you kind of crept up on them. You know, everybody kind of liked that, but how did that song come about with you and Luda just?
Man, you know, we spoke to one another and, you know, we felt that it was about time.
Okay, you know what, let's just do a song. So is that just a joint that's out there, or is it gonna be on somebody's album, or it's just?
I mean, I'm not gonna give up too much information.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now we know right now a lot of things are being spoken on politics.
Yeah.
Like, where does T.I. stand politically? Like, have you chosen somebody? You know, Luda just went through some flack with his freestyle. Like where do you stand with that?
I think politically you should become a part of the decision-making process. You should make sure you're registered. Make sure you take advantage or exercise your right to vote. And you know who you vote for, I think, is your personal decision. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't think I should give that opinion to you.
Right, you just want people to just be involved.
Yeah.
And that's been part of the stuff that you've been doing, going around a different country and talking to the kids, right?
Sure.
And what has been the reaction to that? Are they like, yo, I can't believe T.I.'s talking about voting?
They don't say that to me, man. I mean, you know, I think that it's being received very well. Right. Yeah.
So you've done PSAs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You got anything coming up soon that people should know about? Where you gonna appear at? Or?
Well, we just left DC.
Okay.
You know, and everywhere I go, I be promoting voting.
Okay. All right. So we know you ain't got a lot of time. Let's get to some of the controversies that really probably not controversies. We know at a couple of concerts, you made a couple of jabs at, you know, some of your people from ATL.
Nah.
No jabs, or was it jabs like,
I don't see it that way.
Right. You just.
And even more so, even more importantly, I don't see any reason to even discuss it.
Right. Because you know, my main thing is that, like, who cares where you're from? It's where you standing at right now at this day, right?
Like I said, man, I don't see no reason to discuss it. I'm promoting peace and positivity.
Peace and positivity.
Yeah, moving forward.
Right. So what can we expect from you in terms of promoting this album, pushing it, like?
I mean, you can expect for me to deliver 100% all the time.
What do you think about the Rick Ross situation, due to the fact you've been on the other side of that situation, in terms of just being incarcerated and having to deal with CEO?
I mean, to be perfectly honest with you, I don't comment about another person's situation if I ain't involved.
Right.
That ain't none of my business. Grown men don't gossip.
Right.
I ain't into that.
Right.
I figure he's more, you know, I think he's more validated. He could talk about it better than I could.
Better than you can.
Yeah, you know, I don't know nothing about it, so, and it ain't none of my business.
Right.
You know,
I can respect that. You know, last two questions. ATL music scene.
Yeah.
How is it? Is it as strong as it was going?
Absolutely.
A couple of years back, like you guys really had it on choke.
Stronger.
It's stronger.
Yeah. You know, you still got people like me, Young Jeezy, coming out doing our thing, you know.
Now, the sales-wise, do you worry about that? Because we know Wayne came out and did 2 million. A lot of other people haven't really done strong numbers. Is that something that you go into?
I don't think I've never had a problem. I
Right.
ain't got that problem. I ain't tripping on that.
Right. And, you know, websites and blogs. I know you're involved with a web venture yourself.
Yeah,
Like, how do you
street
feel?
cred.
Like, your song, like, it's on the internet. Somebody can go and search for it. How do you feel about that, honestly?
I mean, it's better to work with them than against them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think that, you know, it can be an inconvenience at some time, but it could also work as excellent promotions at other times.
Right.
So,
So do you read the blogs and stuff like that?
Evidently.
But people tell you exactly what's going on.
If somebody tell me something somewhere, I go.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Any final words on, you know, what you want your fans, because you got a lot of them. Like, what would you tell your fan right now in anticipation of the album right now? How would you sum it up?
It's coming. You know what I'm saying? It's coming. I'm proud of it. I never let you down. You can believe that on Paper Trail, September 30th.
Any shouts to anybody out there you want to give a shout out to?
Man, no. No shout. Grand Hustle, man. You know what I'm saying? Grand Hustle 8 times. TIP, man, the king himself, representing Grand Hustle, man. Then you know this is Nigel D. Do your thing, partner.
These are ill. I saw them by Nigel. I'm telling you.
Did you get it?
So it's like a sneaker. Alright. Yeah.
Gift for gift?
Nah. That's about these, baby. I've been looking for these for quite some time. I just found them.
So you got a sneaker fetish too?
Yeah. Preferably J's.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We could get.
As you said.
I'm saying, you ever thought about a sneaker line or?
I thought about one.
Yeah. You know, like.
Man, Kanye stole my Nike endorsement, so